Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and it's Thankful Thursday. I'm still not up to par. My heart's still doing it, but not as bad. But I got a stuffy nose and cough. So, whatever the grandkids had, must be I have. And I think a lot of the heart palpitations is stress. So, and you know, sometimes there's just not much you can do about that. So, today, I'm going to do a couple different things while we talk. And I want to address a couple things, and I hope that I don't lose subscribers over it, but it just has to be said. So, Jack and I are doing another cabbage special tonight, and that left one head of cabbage left. So I decided to shred that up and shred up some carrots, and we're going to make some whole slaw. So this is a recipe I've never used. I'm going to use a cup of Miracle Whip. I'm going to deviate from it just a little bit. Not too bad. Alright, and then we're going to use, I'm doubling this. We're going to use 4 tablespoons of sugar, because it said it was good for a half a head of cabbage, and I used a whole head. So I would assume you double the amount, I would think anyway. Alright, so 4 tablespoons of sugar. And we want 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I know I just get my voice back and then get sick again. I'll tell you, ever since I've had COVID, my system has not been as good as it used to be, which is so weird because I hardly ever got sick. But then it's been a while since I've been around kids too, so you know, that could be another thing too as well. Alright, I'm going to get this whipped together actually, because I want it nice and creamy. Alright. Yeah, AJ had a runny nose when he came over the other day, and he didn't feel good last night. And it's okay. I'd rather see my kids and grandkids and be sick than to not see them. So that's just how that works. Alright, so now I want to add, whoops, I want to add some pepper to that. And then I'm going to add some celery seed to that too. Because you guys were right, the celery seed does add some flavor to it. Not too much, but a couple little pinches there. And we're going to stir that into it too. Oh, doesn't that dressing look beautiful? I think it does. So, let's get that added to our slaw and our carrots. Look at that. Alright. I figured this way it'd give it a chance to kind of marry each other and get cold before we have dinner tonight. Tom and Jack are not cabbage lovers, I will tell you right now. So when I add cabbage to something, they'll eat coleslaw, but they are not a fan. So that's why I'm trying to find recipes that I think that they would like. And Tom liked it. It's just not his, cabbage is not his thing. It upsets his stomach for some reason. And Jack, well, it's vegetables. That's his thing. It's vegetables. Wow, that looks pretty, doesn't it? And of course, it's going to get more wet as it sits in the refrigerator. Oops, I didn't mean to do that with you guys. Make y'all dizzy and stuff. Alright, so let me take a little bite of this. I know my lungs are all filled up again too. So if I, you know why. For just being a plain coleslaw, that's pretty good. I like that. So let me set up for what I'm going to do next. Alright, so I'm back. So, before I get started, I just want to tell you guys, I am so thankful for each and every one of you. And I want to say, I started my channel to begin with because I told you guys I have a dream, and I felt that it was like a calling for me. And I wanted to show that you could homestead even in the city. We started our garden 3 years ago during COVID when our governor said we couldn't. And we started out with just 2 raised beds out in front. And then we started with a couple more down the side. And then Jack's like, do you want to use my yard? Because I hate to mow. We're like, yes. So we're up to, I don't know, 12 or 16 raised beds. And we do produce a lot of food. Enough to survive on? No. Do we have a chicken coop? No, we can have 3 chickens in the city. But we have, with living so close to the river, we have skunks and possum and raccoons. And it would just be sending them out to slaughter, basically. And, but I also wanted to cook something new every day. And sometimes it's really hard to find recipes. And I wanted them to be quick and easy, little ingredients, and on a budget. A lot of us don't have the ability to just go to the store and pick out the best of everything. And I'm not cutting on the person that said this, by the way. I'm not taking it, don't take it that way. But like, she compared the cheese we used yesterday to Laughing Cow. And Laughing Cow is $7 for 10 ounces. The cheese we bought yesterday was $1.99 for 12. But another person said I could just come up with the real sliced cheese, which was $2.22. So there are compromises in between. I was just following the directions. So there are ways to healthy up whatever we make. Will my recipes always be 100% healthy? No. And a lot of us cannot afford to eat like that. And, or some people can't because of different dietitian, you know, like gluten-free or dairy-free or whatever you happen to have. Everybody has to eat different, and you can change it to be what you need it to be. So that's what I was bringing attention to. I love all the comments. I don't delete any comments. I don't delete any of them. So, you know, and I'm not mad at anybody. So, but we all live our life differently. Now, am I trying to lose weight and become healthier? Yes. By the way, 2 more pounds. I'm down 22 pounds now. Am I doing anything different? No. Well, yes. I'm eating smaller portions. And I'm trying not to snack as much. I still haven't been able to give up my pop, but eventually. Or soda, whatever you guys want to call it. So, I am thankful and grateful for that too. That, you know, does it come off as fast as you'd like it to? No. But it took years to get here. And I'm sure it'll take a while to get back down. And when I'm feeling better, then maybe I can start exercising as well, because I think that'll make a difference. Since my back injury over 5 years ago, I have not been able to walk hardly very far at all. And with my breathing issues too, it makes it hard to, you know, walk. But I'm going to try to work on all of that, you know. It's not a New Year's resolution, because those things we drop like nothing. Oh, I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to do this. And then they keep it up for a month and then they quit. You know, and you look at the gym registrations and they'll agree with it too. So, but anyways, another thing that I'm thankful for is, I think I said it last week too, is that family isn't always blood. It is people that you choose. And my chiropractor put it really good last week. Like, you know, blood is thicker than water. And he said, you know, that's actually meant to talk about your friends. And you know what? I believe that. And so I want to tell you, there's a lot of you that I do talk to online, or a couple on the phone. And, you know, if you want to email me and talk, that's fine. Excuse me. I'll wash my hands before I do anything. But, you guys have been, and you're becoming family to me. And It's not just a channel to, you know, well, eventually I want to make a living. I'm not going to lie. But it's not just about the money. It's about you and me. That's why I don't do the Thankful Thursday with Jack. I want it to be you and me. Because eventually, someday, if we can ever afford to move away, Jack won't be doing the videos with me. You know, he'll be down here, I'll be up there, and I'll still, you know, take care of him. Don't worry. I mean, I'll still take care of his bills, Missy's bills. I'll make sure he has groceries, what he needs. I'll help him with menu plans. So it'll be almost like I'm living next door. Except for he'll miss me like crazy, and I'll miss him like crazy. But I will still take care of him and Missy. I have no problems. And of course, I'll probably come down once a week anyway, because my grandkids are here. I told my daughter-in-law, my son, I said, you know, it's hard to move away from you guys. But you have two little things that make it really hard to move away. And that's those grandbabies. And I am so thankful for them. Even if you get sick off of them, whatever it happens to be. You know, like when they came over the other day, his dad had to go to the bank and stuff. And AJ goes, I don't want to go home. I want to stay here. And when Bobby got Emmy out of the car and he looked over and I go, hey, boo-boo. And he smiles. He's just ear to ear. And I mean, you guys, I am not going to get teary this early. But when you look at your own children and you raise them and you know, you went through all the bumps and bruises and everything else. And then you see this other baby that comes to you and he looks like his daddy. And, you know, or AJ, even though he looks more like his mom, he does things that Bobby did. And it's like looking at your child growing up a second time. And it's such a blessing and so much to be thankful for. Even if they are little spreaders. I am thankful for... I don't know how to put things because I don't want to let too much out because it just shouldn't be out there. But I am thankful that I'm not a jealous person. I used to be very jealous of my man, but I'm not because I know Tom's very trustworthy. But I mean jealousy in like channel sizes and, you know, wages and houses and cars and all those things. I am not jealous a bit. Not a bit. And so if they think I am, I'm not. I am grateful and thankful if their channel or whatever they're doing is succeeding and being successful and they're being successful. I think that's amazing. It's great. Fantastic. Do you? All those things will come along for me as well. It may take longer, but it's okay. I don't plan on leaving this planet tomorrow. At least I don't know of. And through you, me, and friends and whatever, I can become just as successful. And, you know, I don't need the fancy car, the houses, any of that stuff. I do have a nice car. I'm not going to lie. I was in sales and you needed a nice car to pull up into. You're handling people's money. You don't go up in a beater. I promise you. That's not a good look. But, you know, I don't have that jealousy. I am so grateful for everybody that succeeds. I want any of you that, you know, you're trying to get better jobs, build businesses, whatever. I pray for you and I want your success because your success means our success. In this world, if we have people that keep succeeding, even if they fail and they try again and they try again, they try again, as a collective, we all become so much better. And so, you know what? If you are trying to build a new business or you're trying to get a new job, you know, and you want prayers for those things, ask. And we'll put it out there because I want you to succeed. I want you to be, you know, I want you to feel like I feel. Every time I look and I see another digit, you know, on my sub, you know, I mean, I want you to feel that. I want you to feel the success, even if it's just, you know what, you could buy what you needed at the store this week. Congrats. Because you know what, there's a lot of people that couldn't. And I really, really want people to be thankful and grateful for everything that we do. I did read, you know, I'm doing a Bible study. And I'm on Romans, by the way. Woo-hoo. But I read, so if any of you want to read it, it's chapter 12 of Romans, and it really does talk about how we're supposed to love people and care for people, even if they're not our friends. And I'll just read one. If your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And you know what? That is the truest thing in the world. You don't have to love someone to take care of them. You don't have to even like them. But that is what we're meant to do on this earth. So, let me wash my hands, or otherwise I'll have somebody yelling at me about that. I'll be right back. Alright, the hands are cleaned again. And I wanted to show Mowgli. I hope you feel better too, honey. I am using my towel again today. Anything that you guys buy me, I do use. I want to let you know that I do use it. And the person that sent me the devotional, I've been reading that every night, and it's really good, and thank you for buying that for me. So I do use everything. You may not see it every day, but I do use it. Alright. So, the first thing I'm going to do is, I've got some sour cream here. It says to use 2 cups, 16 ounces. I don't think I have quite 2 cups, but that's okay. We'll use what I got and use that up. I'm going to surprise Tom tomorrow. And myself too, actually. Alright. And then I bought this ranch dip mix. Because if you price how much they charge for those little dips now, they used to be like $2 for a little jar of it. It's like $7 at Walmart. I'm like, are you kidding me? I am not paying that. No, no, no. And I'm going to get that stirred together. Because who doesn't like dip with their vegetables? I do. And by the way, the people that, you know, say things, whatever, I think that it is meant in love, to be honest. I don't think they mean to hurt or anything. And if they do, that's sad, but I don't think they mean to hurt. But sometimes it does. You try not to let any of that stuff get to you, but... And I'm thankful that, you know what? Most of the time it doesn't. So, oh, I wanted to tell you, I'm thankful for our diabetic eye exam last night. I have no signs of any of my diabetes hurting my eyes at all. So that's a good start. That's a very good start. And I bought this because when we were getting together, our kitchen, when we were getting it deep cleaned over the weekend, I thought this would work good for batteries, but you know what? It's too small. So I had to go up in things. Tom is a carrot fanatic. He loves carrots. He doesn't care if they're cooked. He doesn't care if they're, you know, fresh. He doesn't care. So I thought, why not use that? Yes, I did wash them. And then I thought, why not put some of that dip in there for him to use for lunch? So I'm going to put that lid in. And we'll set it up. Then over the summer, if you guys remember, when I got cucumbers, the man fell in, oh, he just loves cucumbers. But he likes his peeled when it's in this, so we're going to peel this. I do want to say I'm thankful for the people that stick up for me too, by the way. I really, really appreciate that. It's nice to know that people got your back, you know? Because sometimes even family doesn't, you know what I mean? And so to see people that are so wonderful that they have your back, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I appreciate that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to cut them up in slices. So he's going to have a good treat tomorrow. Let me tell you guys, he didn't get to bed till late last night. Our eye appointment, he has to be to bed at 7. And our eye appointment didn't get done until then. So he didn't get to bed till almost 8 by the time he ate and took his shower. And then, you know, we'd been up late every night while he was off. I'll tell you, it's kicking his butt. So I'm very thankful that Courtney's actually the one driving right now, because he'll be driving tomorrow. But yeah, so he can just kind of chill a little bit. So then we're going to put that apple cider vinegar in there. Look at that. And I do just save this bottle. I do know what's in it. And I just save it and I keep refilling it. Because, you know, it's much easier than getting out that big old gallon every time. Oh, I got dip on that. Alright. So, there we have that for him tomorrow. Now, I've got some celery that I'm trying to save. It just, yeah. You know how that works sometimes. That's already done in half. So what I thought I'd do is make up a tray. Not a full tray, but these are actually the fancy dishes I used for Christmas. They came from the Dollar Tree. But they look like they're nice, don't they? My oldest son, Nate, he was like, one year I did the crystal clear ones, and he goes, "Did you get new dishes? Those are really pretty." And I'm like, no. They were just from the Dollar Tree. Just to kind of look fancy. Just because you don't have to do all that stuff, you know what I mean? Why not? So now this one, maybe I'll peel that one too. Why not? But I'm also thankful for to be woke up today and be breathing. That's a good start. It might be a little restricted right now, but you know, and that the palpitations are not so strong. I really am thankful for that. Yesterday was miserable, and I had that happen one time. It lasted like 3 days, and it was just stress after stress after stress, and it was horrible, you guys, just horrible. That's one reason I don't drink any caffeine, because then I'll get those too. And you know, a lot of women that are my age and you're going through the change, you know, those heart palpitations can be fun. I hadn't had any panic attacks in a long time though, so when something happens, you know, then all of a sudden you got that fight or flight thing. So I kept having panic attacks yesterday too, and I'm like, oh my gosh, one thing after another, just stop. But it's much better today. It's not completely better, but it's getting there. I've never been good at decorating plates, so, you know, I mean, hey. I'll put it up there, too. And I'm going to steal a bite, because I just like to. I'm sure I'm like millions of others that do the same thing. Tom's not a big radish fan, but I love radishes. I like them raw, and I've learned how to bake and broil them. Not broil them, but you know what I mean. And he'll eat them that way too. I've snuck them into different recipes and he'll eat them. I don't know what all to say today to be thankful before, because I truly am thankful for everything. And you know, if there's something that you're thankful for or you want prayers for, make sure you put it in the comments below. Because I don't ever want anyone to feel, I don't know how to put it. I'm not an overly religious person, but I am a person of faith. I believe in the power of prayer. And I believe in community, and I believe in family. And when family and community need you, you come to and you come through. That's just how that is. People can call it a Christian value, but I call it a human value as well. When you ask for prayers, I don't think anybody on this channel gets upset about it, because they know I'm a person of faith. So Please never hesitate. Ever, ever, ever hesitate. So now I'm just going to cut these in half. This actually might be part of my lunch. What a better lunch than this. There goes that stupid kitty litter thing. I thought, well, maybe next paycheck we'd get that. Our eyeglasses, and I didn't get the bifocals I needed. $340. And we didn't get anything fancy. Nothing. Just plain Jane glasses. That was it. Nothing fancy. I tell you. And that was with insurance. You know? I just don't even imagine how... I don't get it. Alright, so I'm going to put as much of this dip in here as I can. I may have to put another little bit in a bowl. Maybe not. Look at that. Very pretty. What do you guys think? I'm going to put that right there. I would not be good with those charcuterie boards or whatever they call them because I'm just not good at organizing. But that's okay. Can't be good at everything. You can try. It doesn't mean you have to be good at everything. Look at that. I might even just set this on the table tonight instead of making a salad. And then we can have that for our side. So what do you think? Does that look yummy? All right, let's try the dip. Mmm. That is really good. Mmm. And I think the dip mix was only like 50 cents. Then you might have $2 in your sour cream. I think I have lunch. So I want to thank you guys. Thank you for everything. I am not going to get teary today. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here, whether it's just cutting up vegetables, or it's a Thankful Thursday, or if it's something serious, or it's cooking a meal, whatever. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I do want to do, at least once a week, I want to try to do pantry pulls. So I was thinking about a soup that would be just from my canned goods and from my dehydrated. I don't know if I'm using fresh or not, but I thought I can start using some of the stuff out of my pantry for that. And for those of you that talk about, like, why stock up food, I worry about my family in case something happens. And actually not too long ago, someone said, well, you can just go to the store and get it. Well, not too long ago here, the power was out long enough that Meijer, Walmart, all that was closed down for a couple days. You couldn't go. So you couldn't just go get your food. And also, being that I do credit card processing, I can tell you, if they don't have electric and they don't have internet and all that stuff, your card is not going to be processed. So make sure you always keep some kind of cash on you too, because if you don't have all those things, your debit and credit card will not work either. So just saying. But anyways, so the stocking up food, yes. But like someone brought up Renee too, and you know, we do feed other people. Like my kids, they know if it's a hard week, and my youngest one's having some hard weeks. They can come down in my basement and they can go shopping and they can add anything they want. They can go in my freezer, my refrigerator, whatever it is, anything they need, they can take. If somebody in my neighborhood needs something and they know I have it, they can come and ask and I do it. Not as much as I would for my family, but, and like with Renee, she actually makes meals for her family too. So, it's not like you hoard food. You actually do take care of other people too. And that's what a calling for us is to do. So, I guess I didn't say much I was thankful for today, did I? I am just truthfully, honestly thankful for everything. I cannot tell you guys how much you mean to me. How many prayers goes out, you know, like if I don't feel good or something's going on, and you guys come through. I mean, you guys are incredible. And we're up to 33.49, by the way. That's awesome. It's going up slowly, but it's going up. One person said, you know, if everybody would make one of their friends subscribe, you'd have double. That's a thought, huh? But anyway, I'm sorry I'm not as normally chipper as I normally am, but I just really still don't feel very well. But I know that you guys look forward to the Thankful Thursdays, and so I wanted to make sure I did one for you guys because I do love you. And I truly mean that when I say it. I do love you. So you guys have a spectacular day, an amazing, blessed day, and I will be back for supper. I do love you guys.